And race number 7 now. I've got a field of 12 running in this race, with Tianchi Monster coming off the all-weather back onto the turf. He's won 2 times course and distance. Zone D, first look at the 1800 metres. Jumbo Fortune, second time at the distance, and he comes out of the race behind Young Brilliant, where he was held up. Hammeron goes up in trip. He won 2,000 metres prior to arriving. Red Majesty blinkers off. Cheek pieces go on. Above, back from the 2200. Young Brilliant carries an extra 7 pounds after winning at Sha Tin last time. Majestic Victories won a trial. He's beaten Tempest Express. He did fail behind SJ Torbian when we last saw him, Tom.
And the pace here will Red Majesty. We know he likes to go forward, and he's up to 1,800 metres here. Young Brilliant, he'll be up in the firing line early, no doubt. We'll let Young Brilliant, and then you've got Amazing Victory and Darcy Joy with Hammeron, Paul, who should get a lovely spin around from barrier 1.
Yeah, up and trip Hammeron, so the 18 looks like it's going to suit him. He should get a nice run there. Jumbo Fortune, Zach Pertner on board, and Tianchi Monster and Up and Up. I think those two will go back as well with SJ Torbian.
Which leads us perfectly into our interview with Lyle Hewitson, who rides SJ Torbian, and he spoke with Nick.
Lyle, SJ Torbian is a horse that you've got a really good rapport. In fact, you're the only man to have won on him here in Hong Kong, and last time out he was very impressive.
Yeah, he was. Can't say he took us by surprise how he won. He had been leading up to that sort of form and just needed a few more things to go right for him in the race, and yeah, when it all fell into place last time, he really showed what he can do on a good day, and yeah, he put the field to bed in good style. So that was a win full of merit, and hopefully he just can take that on with him throughout the remaining days here for him in Hong Kong.
How much do you contribute him getting that win to perhaps a sort of a sliding handicap mark? He was £7 lower last time, did put him relatively well in on his best. Yeah,
I mean, of course, that plays a big role. We know how tightly handicapped Hong Kong is, so that's a big thing. But the way he won it, you know, you almost think to yourself how he hadn't been winning his past few starts. But yeah, like I said, things fell into place. He's a horse that was in a rich vein of form, and I think he enjoyed a bit of frequency with his racing. He's a European horse, so being fit and tight going into the race off the back of 2 good runs stood him in good stead.
Just tell me about that, obviously, sort of that sort of being fit and keeping busy. I mean, if history does repeat itself, he can sometimes follow a good one with a bad one. You'd be hoping, obviously, to work against that and for him to run well again, but he seems to just be a little bit hit and miss. Would that be fair?
Yeah, I think it is. I think he is a horse that wants things to go well. You know, we did mid-race moves the start before, and just a few things never went for him, but I mean, any of those runs he could have just about won. So I think he put together a string of good runs, and I think that's got to do with a bit more maturity, settling in Hong Kong, and the fact that he's in good form. So yeah, I don't want to be a pessimist and look at the negative. Hopefully he just continues that form.
And just finally, Lyle, recent trial looked to sort of tick him over in pretty good style. He did hit the line nicely.
Yeah, as I said, now he's had a bit of a break actually between the 2 runs, so had to get that trial in. And I thought he trialled up a treat. He travelled like a miler, and he was picking up comfortably. So I think that he's held his form extremely well, and yeah, should go into the race to put up a good performance.
That is SJ Torbian and Lyle Hewitson. Zone D, Paul. He's a regular around Happy Valley on a Wednesday night, but unknown with the extra 150 metres this week.
Yeah, so up and trip, but look, he gets back, he always runs on, so the 150 metres may be okay for him. Look, he didn't quite get in for me, he was right on the cusp.
Yeah, I liked him last time out in this race, and nothing was going to beat Splendid Living with the run that he had, but he was running out of the pack to run into a minor spot, so I don't mind him here at 1,800 metres.
You don't mind this one either, Tom. Hammeron. This is a third last time over the 1650 behind Maldives.
Hasn't taken long to settle in. He was a debut second behind Sonpak Fu. He's run into the inform Find My Love, and here he is running behind Maldives for a good third from back in the field. Handy trial leading into this as well. He wasn't pressured at all, and he was an 1,800 metre place getter in Australia, Paul, prior to arriving.
Yeah, look, he does look good for him. Barrier number 1 as well. So yeah, I agree with you. I think he looks the winner for me.
And our final replay, Paul, features Young Brilliant winning at the very spacious Sha Tin.
Yeah, he does like Sha Tin. I think, you know, he struggles, I think, on the tight tracks at Happy Valley. He's 2-zip there as well. But once you see he got into the clear, he really stretched out nicely and won well. So, look, there's plenty of ability there, but I just worry about him at Sha Tin. Above, hit the line nicely as well. And we know he likes Happy Valley.
Yeah, he does. Above, you can see that Jumbo Fortune ran into numerous troubles over the final stages there as well. So I think he's worth a forgive, but Young Brilliant, just that one final thrust got him home.
It did. Swan Bay was taking ground off him but couldn't quite get there. Your selections, Paul?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Hammer on this. I agree with Tom. I think the horse looks really well placed, has been placed over the 1800. Now, the one outside the square for me is number 10, Up and Up. He's only had the 2 starts. It was a really good debut run from him. He's drawn 10, but I think he'll get back. And he's had a really nice quiet trial up at Chungfa. SJ Torbin hit the line strongly at his last start. And Tianchi Monster has won off this rating before. 5, 10, 7 and 1.
Yeah, I think he's a very good chance. Is Hammer on with the draw. He's got the trial he's produced coming into this in his 3 runs so far. So Hammer on over Jumbo Fortune, prepared to forgive him after his traffic issues last time out. Zone D, and SJ Torbin showed a brilliant turn of foot the last 250 metres. We'll see if he can go on with it again. But 5, 4, 2 and 7.
That is the preview for race number 7, which doubles as the first leg of the Late Treble.